Uh, no. Dang it. Oh. Hello. This thing on? Hey, what's up? I'm still learning how to be Spider-Man. Hey, it's kind of hard to breathe in there. But let's go watch a movie and let's talk about it that tells us how to be Spider-Man. Alright, let's go. Ready? Spidey, ready, go. Yo, is your Spidey sense tingling? Because mine is, because I just saw one of the greatest movies of the year, at least one of the greatest Spider-Man movies of the year. Granted, we only had a lot. And that's not even counting the last 500, you know, but we only had one other one this year, really. Technically, it was Venom, which really isn't even a Spider-Man movie. I guess if you count Infinity War. I'm rambling. My friend and I had a chance to go see the awesome Into the Spider-Verse film. So I'm going to do this review real quick so you guys can go ahead and check this out this weekend because I really think you guys should check it out. It's a really good movie. Just web zip on over there and go check it out. I'm telling you, check out this movie. I cannot say this enough. Check it out. I'm done checking it out. So if you guys don't know, if you guys are not aware, this was the first reaction video I did on this channel back a year ago. Pretty much, yeah. Pretty sure it was a year ago. It released the trailer on December 18th, 2017, and then they're releasing the movie on what I think is close to that date. Either way, it's pretty freaking awesome. This is one of the, I've heard it before and I'm going to agree with the statement, it's one of the best Spider-Man movies ever made. And the best part is it doesn't just focus on Peter Parker, it focuses on a variety of spider people. And if you guys have not read the Spider-Verse comics, which I've talked about in the past in other videos, you guys got to check out this comic after watching this movie. There's so much connective tissue between the film and the comics, and then how each Spider person connects to each other, but like they don't need to reference it in the movie because of how well they explain it in the movie. And it's an origin story, but really, it's like 5 or 6 different origin stories, probably more. I can't even count them all. But it's such a great way to bring all of these characters together and explain Spider-Man in a way that we've seen before, but in something we really haven't before as well. The introduction of Miles Morales as Spider-Man was a huge game changer in this film, just in general. And it was just a way for them to be able to tell the story of Spider-Man without telling the exact story of Spider-Man. But it's like you get the reference and you finally understand, you connect things that maybe you didn't think about before. But it's great because it's almost like the Teen Titans movie, or like any, maybe Deadpool too, where the characters are almost aware of things that have happened before, but they're not because they understand that they don't know that they're in a movie because, anyways. But honestly, like, I laughed more at this movie than a lot of comedies I've seen this year. The only movie I can actually think of that I laughed at around the same was Crazy Rich Asians, and I'm like, that was like one of the only live action films I've laughed at that much. And then you bring in this movie, and I'm over here crying, literally laughing out loud, which I have not done in a film for a while. So not only was the humor on point, but so was just the action and the action fighting sequences, and then the overall story of the whole thing really hit home. And for someone like me who lives and breathes Spider-Man and just loves everything about the character, the end of the film was just so satisfactory to me, and it was so satisfying. It honestly just made me rethink my life, honestly, if I'm thinking about it that much. But Spider-Man does things for people that, you know, maybe you may not understand, or maybe for some other people it's like another sport person. But Spider-Man is my person. I aspire to be like him in ways that I cannot describe. But Spider-Man to me is someone who is imaginary, yet his moral and values are something that I would like to replicate and pass on to future generations, or at least pass on in my own way. Now, enough about me. Let's talk about this movie again. So obviously we have very many different Spider people, and obviously the stories that they have, they all connect in some sort of way. But it's not just the connections from each of the stories or each of the worlds that they're coming from, but it's also connections between each of the characters. And as you get further in the film, you're like, oh, that makes sense. That happened before, and this happens now. And that totally, you can understand why everything's happening. So the movie starts off, gradually starting off introducing Miles Morales, and then when it wraps everything up, everything's wrapped up with a nice little bow. And it's all concluded perfectly, and there's really nothing that makes you think like, oh, they missed that part, or they missed that part, or what happened to that person, or what happened to this person. And everything just makes sense, and everything has a purpose, which is something I've talked about a lot in my reviews, is that when you do things, when you have people or characters or events in a movie or film, when they have purpose and that they are ultimately resolved in some sort of way, that's how you know that you have a great ending, great beginning, great story in place. And this movie has all of it. It's great. The acting, the voice acting was superb. Like, there were parts in there that were made to feel awkward, but they were meant to feel awkward. So again, everything has a purpose, and the comedic parts were comedic and humorous, and then the serious parts were very serious and dramatic. And wow, the ending sequence, I cannot stop thinking about it. With the choice of song, it's played in my mind so many times, and you're gonna think like, oh, that didn't happen in the trailer, but that happened in the movie. And I understand like what you're gonna understand what I'm saying later on when you see the movie. But definitely go check this movie out. I think I've said that enough this review, but I'm definitely rating this movie 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 100. I just like Spider-Man a lot. Maybe that's why I'm biased, but honestly, like, it was certified fresh as soon as people at Rotten Tomatoes saw it. So I don't think my opinion is about invalid or biased. So I definitely recommend you guys check this movie out. Take your kids, take your family. It's a family-friendly film. It's awesome. It's humorous, and then there are things that, like, oh, there's another part in there I'm not gonna talk about, but there's a villain in there that's like, whoa, like, I did not see that coming, and it's gonna be great. And hopefully it doesn't give too much away. I don't think it will. You guys gotta see the movie. Go check it out. Let me know if you guys have seen the movie, what you guys think about it. And don't forget that after you check out the movie, go ahead and follow this channel, subscribe to my channel, like this video if you guys like what I have to say about the movie. If you guys agree with what I have to say, leave a comment down below about it. If you guys don't agree with what I say, leave a comment down below about it. And don't forget to follow me on social media. You guys can follow me at real_life with the Y on Instagram, and then on Twitter at life with the Y as well. Don't forget to follow me there, you guys. Subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell so you guys know when I'm posting. After this, my next video is going to be anime related. So if you guys like anime, make sure you stay tuned. That's going to be... It's something new I'm trying. I want to do it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I got some cool little trinkets in there for you guys too. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that one. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit that like button, please. Do appreciate the support. I will catch you guys later. Make sure you guys web swing into theaters to go see Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Later.